2007 in that area, my brother had planted several acres of grapes up at Dad's home place, and in some contacts he had in those circles, he became familiar with aronia berries. They were talking some kind of outlandish prices that they were expecting, but we started looking into it a little bit, and we thought it looked like a pretty good alternative crop to grow. I mean, once you research the health benefits, you just got to ask yourself, why wouldn't we? I mean, they're just tremendous. We figured at that time if we could get maybe a fourth of what, all the hype was, it would work out pretty well for us. And we also wanted to plant enough plants where we could justify to get a harvester. Poland is the world's #1 producer. Blueberry equipment in the US, some people use that. Poles have been growing aronia berries for decades upon decades, and they've developed specific equipment just for aronia berries. So we went that route, got a harvester, and we planted ours in the fall of 2009. Got about 7,500 plants here. We got our harvester in 2013 and then used it the next year. Some people from Poland were actually in the States at that time. They came over and kind of got us acquainted with it, got it set up, and I think we've got the growing part of it down pretty well. It's kind of been a tough go as far as selling them. We've been involved with several groups. We originally joined a co-op, so right now we're on our 4th growers group. Every producer who wants to kind of got to develop their own market and niche business. The Aronia Berry Association, currently serving as president of that, and we're kind of limited to promotion and education, actively pursuing grants and so forth to help in that area, marketing and promotion. The bushes are long-lived, will probably be productive for 40 to 50 years, but roughly every 10 years or so, depending on your soil and so forth, you just need to print them off the ground and start over. They just regrow. And it was kind of counter-seasonal too. I mean, they're harvested in late August, early September. Harvest-wise, work good in kind of a slack period. Also, they're pretty, very disease-resistant. Not a lot of pests bother them. They are native to the Midwest. Native Americans used them for like cold and flu prevention. They also use them for dyes, like aronia juice can really stain. Lewis and Clark also used them for something to preserve their meat on their expedition. I mean, they have strong antiviral, antibacterial properties. I guess that would probably be, the main thing. They're really good for strengthening your immune system. Modern medicine is a wonderful thing. When it comes to chronic disease, maybe not so much. I guess I fall into the category it's better to prevent them rather than treat them. And aronia, it's beneficial for virtually every system in your body. They're very near the top of the fruit or vegetable with the most antioxidants. Aronia is also very good for fighting inflammation, preventing diabetes. It has cancer-fighting properties. The biggest issue is people need to be educated on how to use them properly, because if you just take a handful and eat them, you probably will never do it again. Tend to be pretty astringent and bitter. They've got as much natural sugar as most other berries and fruits, but they're really high in tannins, which gives it that astringency. But the tannins are also a very good source of antioxidants, so it's kind of a balance. They're really good in smoothies, on cereal, frozen, in oatmeal. We like them a lot with yogurt and granola. Just mix them with something else, you really don't notice the bitterness. Harvest them right into reefers here when we harvest them, so they're cooled down right away, which is really important. They're cleaned, destemmed, sanitized, and then just right into the freezer. There's more and more research being done in the US. Most of the research available comes from Europe, because they've been growing them for decades, but there's more research coming out with more health benefits. The association's education and research chairman has done a great job of posting information on our website as far as the health benefits for specific ailments. If you want to check that out. Nobody wants to see the government waste money. There's a lot of frivolous things that, of course, they waste it on, but they have cut some funds for like the Farm to School program, which has been a part of our production as well. And they rely on those government grants to help fund that. So that's one thing we're kind of really looking into right now. And the association is working with another nonprofit, the Savannah Institute. They're an agroforestry nonprofit based out of Illinois, also have a presence in Wisconsin, but they have, hired a well-known chef to kind of help develop products. They've hired another gentleman to kind of help in product development and supply chain analysis, trying to develop a Midwestern blend of like 4 different berries, develop some juice and some products. So they're working with some companies right now in developing those. There's some good products out there, but just people aren't aware of it. It takes a long time to turn around a big ship, and it takes a long time to change the public's attitude as far as their feelings about health and so forth. Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of, other producers who grow other specialty crops and so forth that are probably well deserving also, but so yeah, we really feel honored to be selected.